be a wild one today, I have a feeling.
At 11-2, Dallas blew a chance to seal the NFC East title.
Pass, he's in the end zone. He gets the ball batted, gets grabbed, sacked there. Grabbed in the end zone, the ball still loose, grabbed by the defense. What's the call? Might be a touchdown for the Redskins. Let's see. It is. Touchdown, Washington Redskins defense.
The Hog Days of December provided the backdrop for a classic matchup at RFK Stadium.
Welcome to RFK. That's right. Well, it's going to be major capital punishment.
Called us the Deadskins, man. Got to rise up and show them we're about to turn over in our grave. We ain't dead yet. A couple of nails still to be put in it, and we ain't going to let it happen.
To avoid becoming a tale from the crypt, the Skins had to beat a Dallas team hoping to clinch its first NFC East title since 1985.
Play your asses off!
Mark Rippon was a messy 5 for 17 during the first half, and after Kenneth Gant's pick, Dallas assumed a 3-0 lead. Would this game turn into a picnic for the Cowboys? After all, they brought the hot dogs and the French fries. Troy Aikman brought the mustard and applied it to his first touchdown pass of the day.
Aikman straight drop into the end zone, caught at the goal line. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown.
Washington responded by planning power plays on the sideline.
Yeah. The other thing about it, let's go with that pyro some more. Got it, pyro, and storm it up in there, guard. Storm it up in there, okay?
But the knockout punch proved less effective than a sucker punch.
They got their run sequence, and it looks like Rippon hands it to Biner. Option play. He's got Orr wide open at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. Well, if Rippon can't do it, Biner can.
I mean, everybody came up to play the run. There was simply nobody back. How many times do the Cowboys have to see these plays used against them before they start looking for some of this?
All right, baby, we're in a dogfight. It's going to be a dogfight.
Dallas got in the last bite before halftime as Aikman and Jay Novacek teamed up again, but the Cowboys sought to pick up the pace.
From upstairs, you got to get into the cross quicker. Okay?
Fine.
I'm just relaying information. Got that? Okay.
In the fourth period, the Cowboys were threatening to add to their 17-10 advantage when number 55, Andre Collins, came up with an interception that led to a field goal. And Washington's defense would again ride to the rescue just before the final curtain was about to ring down.
Keep going, baby. We do it at the end. We do it in the end. We do it in the end. We do it in the end, baby.
Once again, the Redskins defense being asked to come up with some kind of a big play. Give a little tip, intercept it, run it back, and say, that's it, offense. I can't believe they're going to pass the ball. I can't either. 2nd and 8. They are. He's going to pass. He's in the end zone. He gets the ball batted, gets grabbed, sacked there. Safety. Grabbed in the end zone. The ball's still loose, grabbed by the defense. What's the call? Might be a touchdown for the Redskins. Let's see. I think it is.
Since befuddled officials believed that the ball was at the bottom of the pile, their attention had to be directed towards number 26, Danny Copeland.
The officials are looking under the pile, and we don't have replay. Get in the end zone. He's going back to the end zone, Sam. He hears you. It's a touchdown. I believe it's a touchdown. Let's see. It is. We're waiting. Touchdown, Washington Redskins defense.
But I'd much rather be down in the Caribbean somewhere with a snorkel suit or something.
The Dallas defense suited the Redskins in a straitjacket for most of the game, while the Texas visitors rolled to a 17-7 halftime advantage.
Aikman straight drop into the end zone, caught at the goal line. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown to Novacek.
2 scoring receptions by Jay Novacek appeared to be enough against the defending world champions, but the Redskins rallied thanks to a controversial touchdown in the final moments of the game.
I can't believe they're going to pass the ball. I can't either. 2nd and 8. They are. He's going to pass. He's in the end zone. He gets the ball batted, gets grabbed, sacked there. Grabbed in the end zone. The ball's still loose. Grabbed by the defense. What's the call? Might be a touchdown for the Redskins. Let's see. I think it is.
It was the Cowboys' most disappointing loss of the season and would also...
On the plane ride home, Jimmy Johnson felt the players weren't taking the loss as hard as he was.
It was one of those flight homes that you better not say a word. You better not make a noise because you just might not be here tomorrow.
And he walked back and he jumped on. I don't know what I was doing. He jumped on me. Sit down, Michael. Don't you move.
He just went crazy. He was just all in my face, and I wasn't quite sure how to do it, No one talks to you like that unless they're your dad.
See, that's you can't lose here. Jimmy made it so uncomfortable losing.
Dallas emerged from the shroud of defeat the following Monday night in Atlanta with an offensive explosion that reduced the high-energy kick of the Falcons to a slow, anemic crawl.
3rd down, Aikman back. Pressured now. Throws it right. Kelvin Martin at the 5. Streaking to the goal line. Great hands catch and outruns Pickens for the 11-yard touchdown. 1st and 10, Dallas at the 24. Aikman, deep ball, looking for Harper on the goal line. Oh, nice catch! Touchdown, Cowboys! Aikman handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going! Oh, he's going to score! Emmitt Smith does the impossible, this time from 29 yards out.
Oh, this is incredible! This is one of the very best.
Enrolling to their highest point total of the regular season, the Cowboys clinched the NFC East title for the first time since 1985.
I'm happy. It's a goal that we set for this football team, one of the goals, and to be able to accomplish that. And I think most people in the country will recognize the NFC East as the most difficult division in all of football, and to be able to win it with still 1 game to go, it says something for our football team.
10, Atlanta at the 31. Wilson right to the air. Over the middle. 1st down, Pritchard. He loses the football, and they say it is a live ball, which means it is a Dallas ball. Ken Norton dislodged it, and Thomas Everett picked it up.
I think where Atlanta's questioning it, let's watch it right from left to right. There's the catch. He has possession. Oh, and the ball comes out when he is on the ground. That play should have been dead right there. At least from that angle.
The ruling on the field is that the runner never hit the ground and the ball popped loose. 1st down.
Well, the call goes against the Falcons. From that angle, it certainly looks like Atlanta was the recipient of a bad break.
3rd and 16 at the 41. Only a 3-man rush. And it's dumped over the middle. This is Kelvin Martin who takes the ball to the 29-yard line, short of the 1st down, and so we're looking at about a 48-yard field goal attempt. It'll be an official 47-yard attempt. And Lynn Elliott bangs it through. So after the questionable call on the fumble, Dallas takes over, can't move, but they're close enough for 3. And with 9:31 remaining in the opening quarter, the Cowboys take the early lead. On Jimmy Johnson at the half from the 20-yard line. Aikman throws underneath. This is Novacek, who leads the league in catches for tight ends. Jesse Solomon makes the hit, and that's Novacek.
You can't cover him with a linebacker and live with it.
On 2nd and 3, Emmitt Smith picks up the 1st down, and the ball comes loose, but after the play is whistled dead at the 33-yard line. Tippins and Donaldson converge on the tackle.
But he covered it up.
Donaldson is the guy who helped to strip it, and the catch is made by Irvin in Atlanta territory, and he's wrestled down at the Falcon 45 by Sanders and Case.
You go back on what you're talking about with Emmitt Smith, Al, the receiver. It's just that he's kind of overshadowed in a sense because of Aikman and Irvin. There's so much other offensive talent here.
After a 23-yard pickup on the reception, there is Smith getting close to 10. Call it 9.5 and make it second and short at the Atlanta 36-yard line.
He spokenness, especially on a team with guys like Irvin.
There he is again. He cuts it back as he does so brilliantly and so often and picks up the first down, a gain of 5 to the 31. Second and 7 at the 28. 1:15 to go in the quarter. Good protection for Aikman, who unloads, and it's caught at the 14 by Alvin Harper. A first down. He's tackled by Tim McKyer, a 14-yard gain.
Appear to be about to change that.
Third down and 7 at the 11-yard line. Aikman throws. Nice catch is made by Martin, and it's a touchdown, dragging Pickens into the end zone.
And a well-executed pass play results in a Dallas touchdown.
Martin comes all the way from the left side, and no way that Pickens is going to stay with him. There's the block.
Time for our regular feature on what's new in the world of sports science and technology. BYU against Kansas.
I hope you're all home on Christmas Day.
Yeah. There's Deion Sanders in the game on offense for the first time, and that doesn't fool Russell Maryland. So the
former linebacker from Arizona State.
Third and 14. Three-man rush. Line does its job. The pass is underneath. It's complete, but for minimal yardage, Drew Hill makes the tackle, and that'll create a punt. It's over at the 29-yard line. 12:10 to go in the half. Aikman on an out to Irvin, and he is pushed out of bounds by Deion Sanders in frustration. It's a 14-yard gain. We mentioned before, almost every time Michael Irvin catches a pass, it's good for a first down. Coming into the game, he'd caught 67 this season.
Irvin just driving him downfield, breaking it back.
Here's Smith, and he turns nothing into something up to the 46. You know, Emmitt Smith was the league's leading rusher last year. He's in the battle again this year with Barry Foster.
Run the ball to win in this league, and yet the guy who runs it the best never wins the big show.
Second down and 7. Aikman to the 50-yard line. That's Irvin making the catch, and they stop him short of the first down. So
afterwards,
third and a long 3 at the 49-yard line. And there's your long 3 and then some to Novacek. He takes it to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 9.
Fine young talent, Eric Williams.
First and 15. Aikman, who has completed 10 straight, makes it 11. The catch is made by Novacek, who's inside the 20 and wrestled out of bounds at about the 12 by Scott Case. That was Novacek's longest reception of the season. Second and 10 to 13. Irvin in motion to the same side as Harper now. Aikman looking that way. Aikman goes underneath to Novacek, and Novacek takes it to the 10-yard line, and that will set up a third down and 7. It's third down and 7 at the 10-yard line. Aikman, who's completed 12 straight, makes it 13, hits Irvin, but Irvin pushed back, and his forward progress, I don't believe, has a first down. They're going to 2-yard attempt for Lynn Elliott to try to put Dallas up by 6. No problem. Elliott boots it through. Aikman's completed 13 consecutive passes, 6:14 to the half.
We'll get back to him in a minute, standing on the Falcons sidelines. He's a big story down here.
Second and 10.
And of course, we all wish him well.
Third and 5, and here's Aikman throwing up to the 30-yard line, and somehow skittering away is Irvin, who initially was stopped, and that's what he does so well. He makes the catch and then picks up a lot more.
Isn't afraid to work the middle and make people either miss him or, in this case, bounce off of him. This is Michael Irvin using his size, wrapped up, held by Deion, tackled by Deion, and Deion gets up looking like, why isn't this guy on the ground? That is the athletic ability
Sanders could do. 2:20 to go in the half. Cowboys have 2 timeouts remaining. They try and end around here with Harper, who takes it inside the 30, and he's out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Because they're playing a straight 4-down line with Kenny Norton in the middle, and they are stopping the running game of Atlanta.
And here is Emmitt Smith. And he fights his way to the 18-yard line for a gain of about 5. I won't answer that.
Maybe held it once.
He's sipping on it right now.
2nd and 5. And there's a flag. Novacek takes it inside the 5 and gets to the pylon for the touchdown momentarily. Let's see about the flag back at the line of scrimmage. Glanville looking up at the replay.
All right, here's Novacek in his dive for the end zone. It played
week in the loss to Washington.
Ball just has to. It's hard to tell from that angle too. I'm sure we got a couple more. Novacek again with such quickness.
I mean, he definitely loses control of the football. Question being, was it before or after he crosses the goal line? The only thing we've seen it work out that precisely.
Yep. Well, maybe it just looks good that way.
That's a point a minute offense. At the 37-yard line, it's Broussard fumbling the football after a nice run, and the Dallas Cowboys appear to have recovered, and they have.
There's Kenny Gant. Watch Gant coming in from the left. There's the right hand, knocks out the ball. Broussard can't get back up. And Rison is there. Mike Kent is there. Drew Hill is there. Special teams players in the entire league.
It all.
Cowboys with a 10-point lead. First down at the Falcon 48-yard line. And Emmett Smith takes it down to the 40 for a gain of 8. Jesse Tuggle and Jesse Solomon
to host the NFC Championship game if by chance the 49ers were upset.
Here is Smith breaking one inside the 30. That's a gain of 17 down to the 23-yard line. He's tackled by Donaldson. And Emmett Smith has now gained 67 yards tonight, so he's on a pace to go over 100.
Can I say that, by the way?
Well, during the night, it took us looking. At the 23-yard line, here is Harper making the catch. Touchdown.
Oh, McKyer is complaining bitterly about a push-off. Let's watch it from ground level coming right at us. Alvin Harper with the tremendous size at 6'3". And he does get the left hand out to keep that separation. McKyer back by hitting him that hard. That brings a flag. But he did knock him back. He really just kind of absorbs him with the left hand and goes up and makes it. Big time play by Harper. Having it and using it. They can do both.
Lynn Elliott, the rookie out of Texas Tech, bounces one to Sanders at the 2-yard line. Dion comes flying up the middle, loses the football. Dallas has it again. Thomas Everett is the guy who recovers it.
Dion is on the verge of running out of gas. He's trying. It's a good effort right up the middle. He takes to the air here, and before he even gets up off the ground, the ball comes out.
His own man really dislodged it.
Tommy H.G. was the closest Cowboy to him.
At the 29 now. Emmett Smith swings to the outside. Picks up 3. Still going! Emmett Smith doing a Barry Sanders imitation. Touchdown.
And Deion Sanders hits him late and knocks him down, but it's a touchdown.
Oh, that was beautiful.
What an effort. Reminiscent of a run we saw early in the year by Barry Sanders, where he was hit, stopped. Look at this. Look at the number of hits he takes, but nobody from the Falcons wraps up.
I'll tell you, their leading tackler, Jesse Tuggle, had his arms wrapped around him, and he still was able to
lead run. And this time they do not convert as the Cowboys are equal to the task, and they give it to Keith Jones, his first carry of the night, and he is stopped by Jimmy Jones at the 32-yard line.
Look out.
Wilson sacked at the 38. Leon Lett. Tonight, Jim Jeffcoat in his 10th season. They've taken a 1st and 5 and turned it into a 4th and 11 and turned it into giving the ball up. Haley. So Haley gets the sack, and they go the entire game without a sack and then pick them up back-to-back.
About it. And doesn't like it when other coaches complain when he administers one.
2nd and 10, Emmett Smith. Emmett Smith inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He's tackled by Deion Sanders. Emmett Smith, that 17th touchdown coming tonight, breaking Dan Reeves' mark. The current Bronco coach setting it 26 seasons ago. Emmett again. Oh, he's fun to watch. To everybody but Atlanta. Touchdown.
There's number 18.
You're seeing some great running, and you're seeing some horrific tackling.
But this might make it unanimous. Emmitt Smith.
9-yard TD scamper. There's a little altercation out on the field, but nothing worthy of our attention. 41-10, Dallas.
That was hardly textbook.
Pritchard, 8 catches tonight, and look out! That's a big sack by Haley, big in terms of yardage lost into play.
And coming into tonight, it looked like Foster had a very comfortable lead.
3rd and 3. Here's Smith. But here's the thing, too. Next, it'll be an interesting thing.
Because why play Emmitt Smith next?
Well, yep. And Dallas plays a late game, so they're going to actually know in Dallas how many yards Foster will wind up with. As Emmitt Smith works his way to the 35-yard line. He is stopped there by Jesse Solomon.
To get Emmitt Smith the title, and I think he's going to go out of the game. Enough is enough. The franchise doesn't need to be in the ball game beyond this stage in a 41-17 contest.
And most of those who've remained are Cowboy fans unless he gets a big ovation.
I think you touched on it, Dan. I think they're well aware that he is within that area and certainly contending for another rushing championship.
Well, the AFC is simple with that Kansas City-Denver game.
Tolliver is taken down by Jim Jeffcoat.
The spike by Jim Jeffcoat.
And Tolliver, who already has a slightly separated shoulder.
This is a confusing configuration of talent.
You can call me Ray. You can call me Jay.
And we can call this the last play of the game.
Maybe. That's incomplete, and the clock has gone down to zeros all the way around.
What a job they've done in Dallas.
NFC East is theirs for the first time since '85. Johnson and Jones. Well, we go to San Francisco next week. Joe Montana in action. We'll talk to you then. Detroit against the Niners. Here it's 41-17 Cowboys. Till next week, Al Michaels, Frank Everett, Dan Deerdorf. Good night from Atlanta.
In the finale against the Bears, Dallas romped to an easy victory, thanks to an alert play from one of the Cowboys' most unlikely scorers.
He flips it forward. Russell Maryland picks it up in midair, and he goes all the way for the score.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Happy New Year, Russell. Happy New Year. The big spike, a Chicago boy, and they're watching at home, and he fell down in the end zone and kissed it.
What really fell flat on its face was the chance of anyone else becoming the NFL's rushing leader.
He's got the 25, he's got the 20, he's got the 10, he's got the touchdown, and he's got the NFL rushing championship for the second year in a row.
A team record 13th victory and a glorious regular season was in the books. Still ahead was the Cowboys' quest for a world championship.
Turns out like he didn't do it. He did it in front of everyone. Everyone saw that.
Handoff is to Lewis. A loss of a yard.
And there's an exciting guy, Russell Maryland. One, because he's playing football, and that'll excite you. But two, he's from Chicago. And that gives you a double reason to do it.
Durer chased and down by Casillas.
As you say, the Cowboys are the #1 defense in the league and didn't have anyone in the Pro Bowl. You see, once he gets this outside arm inside the guard, then he has a free run to the quarterback. You want to get your outside arm inside his arm. And once you do that, there's nothing.
Morgan's in motion. Pass deflected, rolling. Flag is down, or an object is down. He's about 215. That's what most teams are looking for now, those big safety men. That's to Johnston. Enough for a first down. Who
certain conditions are okay, can still really bring it to the quarterback. Draw play, Emmett Smith. First down. A gain of 12 for Emmett Smith. First down, Cowboys. Smith gets another carry. Gets some more yards. Got 7 on that carry, so every play is full of action.
He's been an inspiration to a lot of people, players and non-players.
Outside to Darrell Johnson. Down at about the Bear 15 by Donnell Wolford and Mark Carrier. Fuhrer under pressure, gets rid of it. Incomplete, good coverage. Anthony Morgan was the intended receiver, and Larry Brown right with him.
The line of scrimmage.
5 out of 8. Let somebody else have it for a while. That's Darren Lewis. Lost a yard.
Really played this well.
One linebacker is Norton. Here's Fuhrer. Batted down by the big cat, Leon Lett.
Both Armstrong and Perry out in the last series, and I think they're just alternating their defensive linemen today.
Emmett Smith. Out to the 30.
Linebacker, your running back is going to get what he needs a lot quicker.
That's good work by Kogan. Here's Smith again. Breaks into the secondary, got about 7. Carrier, the safety man, made the stop after they began that double team. Good coverage this time. Flag on the play. That's how good it was. Another one.
Pass interference, number 21 on the defense, automatic first down.
That looked like a good play.
Yeah, that's a good play. If a defensive back, if a corner can't do that, he can't play. You can't play.
Talk to him, as good as he is, and ask him how old he is, and he says 23.
And the last year of the contract. Right. Confidence out of you. Now he's had
Pass
2.
interference, number 21 defense, automatic first down.
Does that as much as he used to.
Second down and 8. Outside to Emmett Smith. He took a pretty good hit, but he gets up very quickly. Down and more at about the 11. A gain of 11.
They caught him in a blitz, Pat. The strong safety, Sean Gale. I would bet that he gets it today.
I would bet with you.
I would put a crown on his head.
Smith with a 5. Richard Dent will be on the bottom of the pile with Mark Carrier. Will try from 21 yards away. Like an extra point, except it's on the right hash mark. This one is good. And finally, numbers on the board. Dallas leads 3-0. 3-0 Dallas.
His mouthpiece fell on the ground. He had to go back and pick it up.
Incomplete. Intended for Neil Anderson. Fuhrer under fire.
He's lucky that he got that mouthpiece back in there because, again, a passing down. You know the Cowboys today are going to come into blitz. He had to get rid of the ball, and he did it just in time. Watch him. He knows the blitz is coming. He sees it. He looks downfield and just gets rid of the ball before Gant.
Aikman still playing. So are the rest of the regulars. Here's Aikman back to throw it. To Urban. Midfield. First down. Donnell Wolford.
Yeah, one thing here you see Wolford again has really been had good coverage on Michael Irvin all day today. He's been close with everything. That time Irvin just beat him by a couple of yards. That's the thing with Irvin. You know, he doesn't have the greatest speed in the world, but he has good body balance, good moves, and he's a big target.
Midfield as Harper goes in motion. Emmett Smith moves the whole pile for about 5 yards. 6 yards make it.
Emmett Smith a little.
receivers for the Cowboys. Oh, they tried not Richard Fain, but Lemuel Stinson, and picked up 13 with Irvin.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Just try the other side. Yeah, they went that right side all the time, and things didn't go there, so they just go back to this side. As you say, it's Lemuel Stinson now, and he's given a little too much cushion to Michael Irvin over there. I would stay on that one. And
There's Sterling Sharp of Green Bay, who's already finished in that loss to Minnesota.
He had a great year, Sterling Sharp.
Here's Emmett Smith. Smith, touchdown. Into the tunnel. He might go get dressed.
He will, because he just broke the rushing record. Why come back? You got your record.
He now leads the NFL. 20 carries, 131 yards. He is the only Cowboy to carry the ball today. Justifiably so.
Mark Tuinei is going to come off. That leaves Dent go. They're going to bring Daryl Johnson, the fullback, across to kick out Dent. The play is called bend right. Smith starts here and goes right back here to break the record and do everything. Good block by Tuinei. Great block by Daryl Johnston. And great running, of course, by Emmitt Smith.
As you pointed out earlier, very fresh. Fumble picked off in the air by Russell, Maryland. And the people in Chicago and in Dallas love that one. He got to practice spiking a little bit and falling down a little bit.
Yeah, but that's a lineman. That's a great one. Look, he got falls. He still got, they call him flops. Big old linemen, they make touchdowns. They just flop. That's the old Chicago flop. What's that one? He's a native of Chicago, played high school football there, wanted to play a big game today against the Bears. Look at that speed. And he's going to get a spike and a flop. Look, an over the shoulder, you can't beat that. And the old Chicago flop. And one thing about it.
Fuhrer, he might have changed the play and got rid of it in a hurry. Too much of a hurry. Lewis was the intended receiver.
Yeah, one thing that's happened to the Bears today, and it's happened to them all year, is they just can't run the ball anymore. In fact, but this guy has always been a coach, is still a coach, is a heck of a coach. Mike McCaskey will make that decision.
There are other mountains to climb, is what Victor said. This is Kelvin Martin with room. Dragged down at midfield. A good return. Fumble at the end. Blackwell knocked the ball loose. And I believe Dallas got it back. 48-yard punt, a 40-yard return. So Dallas gets it back in good shape, leading 17-0. 17-0 Dallas over the Bears.
Kelly Blackwell, number 89, comes in, makes the tackle, strips the ball. Looked like the Bears had a chance to get it, but Clayton Holmes, number 47, recovers the fumble.
And a new quarterback for the Cowboys, Steve Berline, new running back, Irvin Richard. Berline, complete to Novacek. Stopped by Ron Cox, 8-yard gain. Pat Summerall with John Madden at Texas Stadium, where the Cowboys trying to win the most.
On that bend right, and the rushing record and all the things that go with that.
Irvin and Harper, still the wide receiver. That's to Harper. To the 15, stopped by Ron Cox. David Tate. Irvin in motion. Down inside the 10. Richards to the 8. Now goes in motion. 32. Berline. Oh, flag on the play. Flag on the far side of the field.
Yeah, he did.
Offside, lining up in the neutral zone, number 95 defense. Half the distance, penalty. The penalty is enough for a first down goal to go.
That's a sad milestone. Here they come after Fuhrer again. The pass is picked off by James Washington. Washington still running. And down at about the 38. Talking about when the Bears were so dominant. Here's the interception again. They beat the Cowboys.
He knows it. Berline knows that, though, too.
Berline to Richards. Richards will have a Cowboy first down stop by Carrier.
He's going to fly him to Hawaii for a vacation.
Berline out to Richards. Richards near the 20. Roper stopped him after a gain of 6. It's something that Jimmy Johnson encourages too.
Yeah, I think that Dave Wanstead is going to be a head coach maybe this year. I mean, if he's not a head coach this year, the defensive coordinator of the Cowboys, he's going to be one next year.
Who was saying again is having probably the best year of all of them. Field goal line drive is good from 34 yards out. Been a shaky day for the Dallas kicker, but that was good nevertheless.
27-0. You have the best record that the Cowboys have ever had in their history. You walk around with a lot of smiles in your face.
Pass complete to AG. Like them.
Yeah, well, they went out and they did the right things. They know they didn't have the players, so they went out and they got players. And the big thing they did, they went out and they got speed.
Picked up by the Bears. So the Bears recover at the Cowboy 30-yard line. Ball carrier tried it back against the grain, stopped by Leon Lett. First time the Bears have been in Dallas territory. Third pass is picked off by Miles. And he's still on his feet. And back to about the 28-yard line where the Cowboys will take over.
League rushing title and is finished for the day. I think when you put on the baseball cap, you take off the shoulder pads and put the jacket on, you've had a great day. You know, look at him. You compare him, his first 3 seasons with Tony Dorsett, and you see what kind of great back Emmitt
Smith is. A penalty marker on the play, but let's go back to Emmitt Smith for a minute.
Well, you know, we were talking about him, the way you compare his first 3 years, and it seems like he's been in the league longer than that, leading rusher 2 of those years. Look how he compares to Walter Payton. Walter Payton in his first 3 years gained 3,000. He gained 4,200. Payton's average was 4.6. Emmitt Smith's is 4.3. Walter Payton had 34 touchdowns, and you compare him to Jim Brown. Look at that. I mean, he's had more yards than Jim Brown, more carries, a less average, and 1 more touchdown. So that's the good news, bad news. The good news is you lead the league in rushing. The bad news is no one's ever won it. Holy moly!
Well, it's Zorich. Berline down, and Zorich is going to score. Touchdown for the Bears. Now that's a good spike.
2 guys.
3rd and 5. Berline back to throw it. Martin, first down at the 35. Davis, 2nd and 8. Harper gets the reception, lost the ball. The Bears have it. David Tate. Finally still on his feet.
I don't think he went down.
I don't think he did. He might have gone out of bounds, but I don't think he went down.
Just watch him. See, he doesn't go down. Watch Tate come in here. See, I thought he was going to hit him in the head. He grabbed the ball with his left hand out of Harper before Harper ever went down. Well, they've turned it over.
That's not the way to go to the playoffs. Fuhrer chased out of the pocket, gets rid of it. And the pass is intercepted by Kevin Smith. And now he's an excited young man. Not him, Smith. 4 turnovers apiece today.
So turf, you don't get any oxygen out of the grass.
And it does get hot.
Plus those 5 guys that they just took out of here took some oxygen with them.
To about the 41-yard line, stopped by John Roper. A gain of 5 for AG.
Try and get their head down on artificial turf. All you're going to get is some dust.
There's blitz, fake by Berline. Pass complete to Novacek. Out of bounds at about the 20. Richard Fain knocked him out. Chris Zorich, by the way, has had 6 tackles since he's been playing. He's at about the 13.
See, Berline goes on that bootleg. He fakes to his back, going to the left, and then he rolls out to the right. Then you get the tight end coming from the way the back fakes. So that
linebacker, 2nd and 7. Cowboys at the Bear 10-yard line. Johnston in motion, the handoff to AG. AG down to about the 5. Stopped by Ryan, number 99.
Goal line stand for Mike Singletary.
3rd and 2. AG hammers down to a first down for Dallas. Zorich and Perry made the stop. 3-yard pickup. We're going to have a 2-minute warning. Off with the pads, off with the hat. Well, in the back, on with the hat, sorry. The NFL leader in rushing, Emmitt Smith. Off with the socks. I hope it stops somewhere.
And of course, he's going to be the winner.
And him too. So they run it out and run out the regular season of 1992 as the Cowboys won it 27-14.
They made it miserable.
In the regular season finale against Chicago, Johnson kept the pressure on, despite a Cowboys blowout.
25, he's got the 20, he's got the 10, he's got the touchdown, and he's got the NFL rushing championship for the 2nd year in a row.
The Cowboys had wrapped up 13 wins, the most in franchise history. But a sloppy 4th quarter, including 2 fumbles by Emmitt's backup, Curvin Richards, put the head coach in a foul mood.
Curvin Richards fumbled. Jimmy grabs him. Don't you fumble this ball again. You fumble this ball again, or, you know, and he goes and fumble again. We have this game won. We killed Chicago. But Jimmy's still serious. No letting down here. He cut the guy the next day. And Curvin, you have to pay him. He'll get his ring. But Jimmy was sending a message. It's not to be taken lightly.
Johnson wanted his players focused, and he drove that point home in the locker room, where Jerry Jones had invited a special guest, Saudi Arabian ambassador, Prince Bandar bin Sultan.
So we finished 13-3. It was the best in the history of the Dallas Cowboys. And Jimmy was all set to give us that speech that we as players really wanted to hear. And about the time he started into it, the door opened up to the locker room, and it was Jerry Jones walking in with Prince Bandar. Jimmy just kind of dropped his head and stopped, and he said, it's been a nice season. We'll see you next week.
I remember meeting the Prince and everything, but I didn't have a problem with it. I loved that Jerry was that proud of his football team. I loved that he wanted to show them off. I loved that he wanted to be around us. I loved that it mattered to him. I still love that about him now.